This is an organic lawn. You may not believe it, but look at it. This lawn is awesome. This video is made in mid-June, and it just looks great. Now, the thing about, you hear this word organic, organic, organic all the time. The fact of the matter is most people don't even know what it means. For Sterling Tree, what organic means is that all the products that we use have something called an OMRI certification, Organic Materials Research Institute. All the fertilizer is OMRI. Okay, I'm not using any pesticides, no weed killer. Pay no attention to the goats and the birds and all the other stuff that lives here making all this racket. Okay, all the fertilizers are OMRI. The thing that's important with the thing that's important with an organic lawn is the grass has to be cut at the right height. I talk to a lot of landscapers and they'll say, oh, the customer, she want me to cut grass like this. No cut grass like this. If you want to have a nice lawn and you want an organic lawn, even if whatever, your lawn has to be cut at least 3.5 inches. For the longer the better, as long as you can tolerate it. This right now, this is probably, 4.5 inches, and I'll let this go to 6. Okay, there is a little bit of clover mixed in. We're gonna make 2 other clips. One clip I'm gonna show you where there was a big tree that we dug up out of the ground. And I'm gonna show you what happens if you dig holes. Like a lot of people, they get a weed or 2 and they go and they take a fork and they dig it out. Well, when you disturb the ground, you're just basically planting weeds. Okay, so there is a little bit of clover mixed in here. But this is an organic lawn. Another thing too, people go from heavy chemical lawns and they want it organic. Well, you can't just make a quick switch. You just can't go from, drowning a lawn in pre-em and weed killer to just stopping, because it's going to be a mess the first couple of years. It's better to make a transition to go from a chemical lawn to organic hybrid to an organic lawn. And I'm not one of these big organic nuts. Every lawn should be organic. But you have to know how to water. You have to know how to cut. It's not just putting stuff on the lawn. Cultural practices are everything. Bad cultural practice, forget about having a nice lawn. Now, if you take a look over here, you see how weedy it is? Okay, what transpired here was I had 2 trees that we dug up to sell and just backfilled it with dirt, and we threw a handful of seed, maybe or maybe not, I don't even remember. But when you disturb the lawn, now you're inviting weeds. And the strategy is going to be just to make this very, bad competition for the weeds. And we're going to keep seeding into the lawn and fertilizing. And eventually, these weeds will be gone. This isn't the first weedy spot that I've had in the lawn. Okay, I just wanted to take a look at the ground over here. I have a bunch of clover. I didn't plant this clover. Clover fixes nitrogen. When you have an organic lawn, you're not pounding it with heavy-duty nitrogen like you are in a chemical lawn. So you're growing a little bit of clover. It's green, it looks nice. This is beautiful. Look at this lawn. Come on. Let the clover grow long enough, you are going to get some flowers. But in general, if it's cropped, at this height, you're not going to have too many flowers.
Sé ég ekkert